In an ideal world,
my voice.
in an ideal world, what would you want to do? Full-time gig.
This.
Yeah. Just make
and start a brand. Yeah.
You have a brand.
Yeah,
Pretty
which
big
is
brand.
but like an actual like clothing brand. So I definitely want to do that, and I'm starting it. It's on its way so far, but we'll see what happens.
I think Keezy has a great hook. It ain't easy being Keezy. I love that. I paid it. He opens up his all his content with it ain't easy being Keezy. It's cool.
It is cool, man. It's
yeah.
T-shirt right there.
For me, it's about a hook. What are the signs of a successful brand based off all your experience?
Streetwear brand,
clothing brand. Yeah. The material, the fit, the logo, all the, but like I'll give you some context. Like the hundreds, I don't wear too much hundreds now, but when I was younger, I did.
Yeah.
And it was that atom bomb.
Yeah.
That just really caught my eye.
Iconic atom bomb.
Right now, not so much. No offense, but and also again his story.
Yeah.
All his blogs and all his content. I was like, man, I mess with this guy. The whole like, I think he used to be a skater, or it just really connected with me. But yeah, thoughts on that?
It all definitely goes all back to narrative. Yeah. If your narrative is right, and okay, so there's a balance, right? So the ultimate brand is really good narrative and amazing product. Those two combinations, how can you lose, right? It's like, holy shit, I like what I'm actually buying, and I like this the where this came from. Amazing, right? But if you let's just say your narrative sucks, then your product better be amazing.
Now, when you say great product, can you be specific? Are you talking about the quality of the T-shirt, or are you talking about the logo? How dope the logo is, or the design?
The quality of the garment.
Okay, so explain this to me. Do you know who Joe Freshgoods is?
Yes.
Okay, so Joe
I don't know a lot about him, but yes.
Okay, so dude out of Chicago, used to work at this store called Leaders 1354. He just makes T-shirts.
Yeah.
And he says it multiple times on podcasts. He did no cut and sew. Most people go into cut and sew.
Yeah.
Just T-shirts.
Yeah.
Just simple T-shirts.
Yeah.
Very successful.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that?
There's a market for everything. I mean, how does the San Jose flea market stay open? Because the consumers that I talk to probably don't go there, right? We're not shopping there. We shop online and right? But there's a market for that still, right? And there's still, as much as we made fun of the hustle hard guys, there's still a market.
Oh, please, I hope not.
Oh yeah.
I hope not.
No, there still is,
bro.
Man,
those like
there
those
still is.
college, white kids.
And there's some shirts that be like entrepreneur, and it's like, okay, I mean, anyways, but there's a market. There still is a market for that, and it exists, right? Because everybody doesn't dress the same.
All right.
That's a good point.
Out of 100 people, you're gonna get 20 of them that dress like this.
That is a good point.
5 or 6 people that dress like this, right?
And someone's gonna think the hustle hard shirt is dope.
Exactly.
Oh, for sure. Somebody 18, 19 years old.
Sometimes they buy it because it's their homie. Like,
yeah,
that's facts.
I'll support. Yeah, here's $30.
So when you get messages in your DMs, saying, "Hey man, love your stuff. Could you rock this T-shirt?" What do you say? What do you do?
I don't reply if I don't like it.
Okay.
All right.
I think that's fair, man. Like in the beginning, I replied, and I felt bad if I didn't, and at this point.
Keezy, how about this? Have you ever had someone throw at you, man, but you got to support local, bro. You're from the Bay. It's a Bay Area brand. What do you say? Because for me, this is just my personal opinions. I'm going to support a brand, Chicago, Phoenix, DC, Bay Area. I have to like the brand. I can like you, but you are separate from the brand. I can't buy a T-shirt that's cheesy as on a Gildan shirt. Yeah.
Thoughts? If they ask me point blank, I'm gonna be like, well, send me what you have and I'll look at it. And if I don't like it, I don't want to waste your product. You know.
It's
but if I like it, then we could do something. But I mean, there's so many of those. Oh my god.
I know. Because I'll get maybe like a message here and there, like very rarely. I can only imagine this guy probably gets hit up a lot based off his content. Another brand that I think is super slept on here in the Bay. I've been a big fan of theirs.
Wait, let me guess. Stay Winning?
No.
Or not Stay Winning. I'm sorry. Trillist?
No.
Okay.
Heard of them? Keep going.
Oh, I'm done.
I think you're gonna no. Okay. No. I'm gonna give you a clue. Grown man streetwear.
Grown man streetwear.
Okay, one more clue. Fillmore.
Oh, wait.
With
Big Rich? In wait.
G-Eazy.
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't wear it because of G-Eazy. I've been on them for years.
What is this? What is it?
Brooklyn Circus. BKC.
I actually never heard of it.
Dude, it's developed in San Francisco originally. Incredible brand. Check them out. They're incredible.
Are they from Brooklyn?
Yeah, well, started in the Bay. I think he moved to New York.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the original story.
Yeah, send it to me and I'll check it out.
Yeah. You know what's weird is that the store, they have a brick and mortar here in Fillmore, and they closed down. I think not
near Undefeated.
No.
Oh.
Not near Undefeated. Just Fillmore. I don't know the specific area.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, grown man streetwear, super good cuts, just very simple. I think you'd appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'll
check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Shout out to Brooklyn Circus. Shout out to Joe Freshgoods too, man. That stuff is really dope. Going back, because I think his context, his story is really good.
Yeah, I don't know if logo. I don't think
logo wear now.
No. Well, hold on. Like the idea behind logo wear, it's in today's times. I don't think a logo really matters that much.
Like when you say that, what do you mean? You mean like
your brand does not have to live off your logo. In fact, sometimes that's a plague, right? In Bobby Hundreds, you brought up the Hundreds, right? So have you read his book?
No.
You would love it. It's
Yep.
This Is Not a T-Shirt, and he has a whole chapter on the atom bomb and how he hated the atom bomb and how it was a he one day he was like, well, the Hundreds doesn't have a logo, right? We don't have a mascot. And he drew up the atom bomb and made some stickers. And these kids, which were his followers, stuck them all over the city, and it just became this thing.
Wow.
Right? And then he started selling the T-shirts and everything. But as a designer, he was like, I'm sick of the atom bomb. I don't want to put this on my clothes anymore. I want to move on.
But he's still dropping. He just dropped some merch just like less than a month ago.
Right. So it's a hate-love relationship, right? Or it's a love-hate relationship, right? So and through the chapter, if you read it in later on, he definitely grew from it, and he gives his perspective on it. But that was the beginning of it, right? And it's if a brand purely lives on that, current times, you don't really need that. There are brands that are logo-less, right? Kith, for example, some of his stuff
minimal, very minimal.
There's no logos on most of them.
True.
I think, if I'm not wrong.
I like those. Like
minimal.
Very minimal.
Yeah.
It's like John Elliott or something, right?
Yeah, dude. Don't get me started, man. John Elliott, I like the cuts, man. Super overpriced. I'm sorry, man. I don't. Here's the thing. I can't wrap my head around.
It's very expensive.
John Elliott, the Virgil Ablohs, those guys of the world. I don't care what it's made out of. It could be made out of gold. I just can't understand how they constitute these ridiculous prices. Maybe you can break it down for me.
Yeah.
Please, because maybe there's a business. Okay.
There is some lying in it for sure, but let's exclude that for now. But if you manufacture anything that is just not in China, straight up, it's going to be expensive. Can you imagine trying to produce, raw denim here in the States?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very expensive. In fact, a majority of the raw denim that is made here in the States is more expensive when you go to the raw, Self Edge. I'm sure maybe you've been there. I don't know. It's in San Francisco.
Store. I haven't been there, no.
Yeah, they sell a whole bunch of like Japanese brands and raw denim and stuff, but the American denim is more because to produce anything in America is expensive.
So are you saying that a lot of these brands, like the Off-Whites and stuff, they're manufactured not in the U.S.,
They're
man.
in Italy.
Oh, they are?
So that's the
Didn't even know that.
Right? Virgil was like, okay, well, 2015 or something, he was like, bro, everybody's using Gildan. I mean, he was guilty of it too. And then all these Gildan brands popped up, right? T-shirt Gildan brands, and everyone's like, yo, I'm not paying, $70 for a Gildan shirt. This is stupid. So he's like, no, fuck that. I'm going to actually move my manufacturing to Italy. We're going to have the same aesthetic, but we're going to produce everything in Italy. These are the same factories that produce Fendi. These are the same factories that produce Louis Vuitton, stuff like that. Right?
Speaking of Virgil, real quick, do you think he's getting just a lot of hate? Do you think it's deserved? He's getting a lot of hate. He designed that Pop Smoke album, the cover art, and then also
the dude who donated $20.
That $50.
Yeah, $50.
Jesus.
He's the same guy. He's not. Virgil is Kanye's guy.
Yeah.
Got it.
What are your thoughts? You think it's deserved, or you think that he's just?
I think that the people. So that's cancel culture.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think cancel culture is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And I think that the people that participate fully in cancel culture are just not successful people.
That's fair.
And those people with those opinions, they're a bunch of fucking nobodies. I'm serious. They're a bunch of nobodies.
Yeah.
It's Twitter.
Yeah.
It's Twitter.
Yeah.
Get out of here with this Twitter.
We could have this discussion for like another hour on like
Twitter. You know how separate Twitter is from other platforms? Think about that. There's people that strictly use Twitter. They don't use anything else.
Yeah.
I don't know those people, Keezy.
Yeah, I'm part of Twitter. Sometimes it's funny. That's
Well, no,
why.
I'm
They
on
got some
Twitter,
funny
but I
shit
just
on
can't
Twitter.
imagine.
I'm on Twitter.
Yeah.
But you're not on Twitter 24/7 looking for the next person to cancel.
No.
Can you imagine, bro?
I don't.
Well, it just becomes this snowball effect, right? Where it's like it's a sheep thing, right? Oh, it's like, I don't know, what was one of the latest things that happened, right? Even politically, right? Politically, or the whole the Black Lives Matter movement. Oh my God, that wasn't Black Lives Matter. You know what that was? That was cancel culture matters. Holy shit! It was just a bunch of people canceling each other. Hey, you didn't post. You didn't put your black square. Yo, fuck out of here with that shit. Fuck the black square. That doesn't do anything.
I'm so glad you said that, man, because Niall and I were saying the exact same thing.
It doesn't do anything. First of all, that was a conspiracy. Not to get too far into that. But anyway.
Is it? Don't tell me Young Pharrell said some shit about it.
No, I mean everyone said it. Why would you post a black square during Black Lives Matter? You gonna black out the whole hashtag? So if I search the hashtag, the whole thing's blacked out?
Yeah.
What does a black square do? It doesn't do anything.
I don't think people are thinking that deeply. They just, again, they rode the wave of these two record label execs. You know, they're African American. They started this whole movement, Blackout Tuesday.
Well, how did that get so big?
Well, because
no. How did those women all right?
Through the help of artists and celebrities. That's why. Am I wrong?
Well, there's a big part of it too where people jumped on the bandwagon. And now this is personal perspective. I posted the black square initially because what are you supposed to do? Yeah, George Floyd died. Yeah, they stomped on his neck and he suffocated and whatever, right? Yeah, okay. Even if I go to the march, is that going to help another black man to live? Is this black square going to... But I posted it because I was like, I want y'all to know I'm in support of y'all. That was my reasoning behind it. But if you really think about it, that fucked up the whole shit.
That's because people put hashtag Black Lives Matter instead of hashtag Blackout Tuesday, and then they conflated Blackout Tuesday with Black Lives Matter.
They weren't thinking.
The whole thing. Look, God damn it, man, we gonna have this goddamn
how much time we got?
Political ass conversation.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, there's a lot. Like I said, that's why I think it should just be like I'm beating on one drum in my political stance on it, but. Like the Black Lives Matter movement, like it's too scattered. People are putting people are throwing statues away. People are getting fired or quitting because they're not black, but they're playing black characters. Like it's not getting to the root of it.
It is the most unorganized movement.
It really. So I like I said, it's gonna fizzle out. People are gonna get bored because it's not getting anything done. People are bringing up Marxism and all this stuff. It's
good intentions, bad exexecution.
Sure. And I do think people are putting their own agendas in though. Like people are like, I know you I know, but I'm putting in my thing. I'm putting in my issues with your Black Lives Matter thing. So there's most people with good intentions, but I think people are using this to get clout too. So
hey, real quick on the rollerblading thing, man. Is that something you still do?
No, I quit.
Bro.
I quit and started the channel.
Niall.
Word.
Yeah.
This dude is like, now were you a professional?
No, that sport is dead. As much as I love y'all, if anyone here is watching that used to roll, I mean, the sport is just, it got ostracized, and you know, it was the competition between skateboarders and rollerbladers, and
really,
it's just a dead sport.
His videos
completely
are incredible.
Died.
Dude, he's doing stuff off handrails that I can only dream of on a skateboard.
I'm assuming you stopped because also it's wear and tear on your body.
You
right?
said it in a video. You're sick and tired of getting like hurt. And to paraphrase, I don't want you said something like, but then you got to the roots of why you started doing it, right?
Yeah. Well, so that video was like my last hurrah because I made other videos in the past of skating, and I was like, I love this sport, but it's just it's not alive. You know, like when I go skate, I skate with one dude. You know, like. Man, you go to the skate park as a skateboarder, you get to skate you meet new people every day. Yeah. Right? So big, right? So I'm like, man, this is not really, what I want to do, but I love the sport, so I made that last one, and I'm like, all right, this is the last raw. It is what it is, and I'm done with this. I got to move on with my life. So.
How about this sneaker streetwear thing then? How do you find that? I mean, is it kind of
overwashed?
You're doing all the content mainly on your own, yeah?
Yeah, everything's myself, yeah.
So do you have like people behind you? Do you have a crew? Like, do you have, you're talking about the whole rollerblading thing. Yeah. You only rollerblade with one person, but do you go to events? Do you go to the sneaker shows? Do you go to things like that?
Well, doing something on YouTube is pretty lonely. I mean, you guys got your crew here, right? But if you're like, one man band, it's a lonely game. You're just literally spending hours in front of a computer.
But you have a
doing
huge fan
nothing.
base. You got 20,000 fans. So, you think of it as an audience that's watching you whenever you're dropping content. That's how I would see it.
Yeah, but on the personal level, right? I don't have anybody that I can meet up with that is a YouTuber. That's for sure.
In the Bay.
Besides you.
Yeah, but I'm not on your level.
Well, I mean, but even though I'm sure you probably know more than the average person. I mean, you upload, right?
Sneakerhead in the Bay.
Yeah.
I was on him before I even moved here.
Yeah, but then that's where it gets tricky, right? I'm not a sneaker channel. Right? He's a sneaker channel.
How would you define your channel for people that are
Streetwear.
Okay.
Yeah.
That encompasses everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. As long as it deals with as long as it deals with streetwear, then it's good.
I really encourage people to check out his channel because it's super informative. You did a jeans review just on like I think it was with H&M and Zara jeans. And
you went deep in this videos. It was old.
Oh, bro. Yeah, but I mean, I appreciate it. No, because who doesn't go to the mall and wonders about the differences between the fit, the quality? He does all that.
Word.
He's like doing the homework for you, bro. Legit.
Word.
So
no, yeah, I was I wound up, I was watching it to like be prepared, for this, interview. But then I was like, I kept watching because I'm like learning a bunch of new shit, man. I was like, oh, this is cool because, I mean, I'd like to get more into fashion.
He's gonna help you.
Yeah, no, definitely. Those videos help a ton.
You know what's funny? The starter kit videos, they actually indirectly help people.
Of course.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It seems as if I'm making fun of everyone and I'm poking fun at everyone, like, you can't dress. But really, it's actually majority of the people that watch, they're not even a part of any of those kits. They're just like, tech wear is I kind of do want a hella pockets. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how you, is that how you do it? For sure. Like,
sorry, because I know you're being serious, but also I can't take it seriously.
Yeah, it's hard to take it serious, but it's a real thing. It's like, even if you look at your analytics, I'm sure, right? 80% of the people that watch your they're not people that subscribed. Still to this day is the same for me. Even though there's 20,000 subs, it's not 20,000 people watching. It's not that are subscribed to me. It's new people.
Right.
It's new people, right? That are like, oh, I just found this. This is kind of cool. So,
To end it, man, Bay Area fashion. How do you correlate Bay Area fashion and where music is today? Like, is there even like Bay Area fashion?
I think
something that's staples.
It for sure lost its heyday. But I think majority of cities lost its heyday because everyone's just trying to copy Atlanta. Everybody wants the trap sound. Now everyone wants to be melodic.
Yeah.
Not even now. The past 5 years, everyone wants to be melodic.
Sure.
The true regurgitation of an artist now is Roddy Ricch. If hella rappers want to be like Roddy Ricch. Right. You know what I mean? Melodic. He can spit. It sounds great.
Right.
It's like an all-around delivered package, and you're just like, Roddy Ricch.
Right.
That's a good point.
Because he is a mix. He's from L.A., but he sound like Thug. He sound like Future. He sound like he sound like hella people.
Yeah.
In one dude.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have no features.
Mm-hmm.
What? Everybody wants to do that. Right. So when it comes to clothing, hip hop, like you said, hip hop and clothing is damn near, they're parallel.
Right.
It's the same thing almost. Like when hip hop progresses or decreases or whatever, it goes along with the clothing too and influence. So everybody follows Roddy. Everybody follows Thug. Everybody follows, like, these are the main people now.
Yeah.
They've been the main people, right? And they all, the minute you see them, oh, what do you got? Oh, I'm gonna wear that too.
Yeah.
Right. So it all goes in line with that. The Bay now doesn't dress like we used to in the 2000s. Thank God.
It makes sense. I'll be honest. Until I watched your videos, I never, because Air Force Ones, in your documentary about the Bay, you talk about that. Air Force Ones came from New York. They came from the East Coast.
Thing too. Yeah.
I never knew y'all wore Air Force Ones like that.
Yeah.
Until recently, notice everyone wears Air Force white Air Force Ones. Bro.
Well,
been on that for years.
Yeah, if you think about it though, the Air Force One, it's intrinsically tied to New York, the Uptowns, the all whites.
Yep.
But the shoe is so iconic and so versatile that damn near not every city, a lot of cities in the world have their own narrative for the Air Force One. A lot of cities have their own narrative for the Air Jordan One.
Right.
So You know, go figure, right? But if you know, I had the comments on that video like, "Nah, bro, it's New York." Shut up. You're not from here.
Is there any brands that you feel are super slept on, whether it's the Bay or anywhere? Slept on brands, favorite brands that you just aside from the Evisu,
right?
Babestas.
So I have a whole series on my channel called Underappreciated Streetwear Brands.
Okay.
And there's like, at this point, it's probably I named like 30 of them. So maybe go watch that, and then you can pick and choose which one you like. So yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
How much time was that? I think that's long enough, huh?
Yeah.
Man, Keezy,
Sweet.
I appreciate the conversation. It was awesome talking
Absolutely.
to you,
Yeah,
man.
man. Appreciate it.
We'll come back with conspiracies.
For
For
sure.
sure.
For sure.
Anytime, bro. Follow the man's channel, man. He is a content creator to the core, whether it's just streetwear. I mean, anything streetwear. God, streetwear. I'd even say all your rollerblading shit, just everything, man. Just anything artistic. Mess with him. Mess with his channels. Keezy TV. And thank you for the time, bro. Appreciate you.
For
Yeah,
sure.
man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.